Hello everyone, welcome. My name's Untogether. Welcome to this, another one of our Geoguessr challenges. Now, the eagle-eyed among you will notice we have challenge accepted on the front of our screen. This is another challenge set by YouTube user HCD199. The last one that was set was really good. It was a very good challenge, very interesting. Normally, I take a Geoguessr challenge. I let Geoguessr itself decide where we're going to be dropped. This one very different. All the places have been set by a real person, and that does make these things a lot more interesting, because generally Geoguessr tends to drop you in the middle of a road, which is a long way from nowhere. You know, usually half of what Geoguessr sets you ends up being like that. Here, there's the opportunity to be dropped somewhere a lot more interesting. If you want to try this for yourself, before you watch me go through it, the link for the challenge will be, we were up that path there, the link for the challenge will be in the description for this video. So if you want to try this for yourself, stop watching right now, check out the details below, and you can try this out for yourself before you come back and see how badly or well I do. Last time, well, I did pretty well actually with this. With the previous challenge, I've got over 26,000 in the end. So I've been set a target this time of 22,000, which is high for Geoguessr. That's really high. So let's see how we do. First of all, so our first one. Well, we're at home. Oh, home for me anyway. Possibly not home for you. Certainly home for me. This is the UK, and I knew that as soon as we saw the caravan that was parked in the driveway back down this road here. But Thorncombe Road. What we need to do is try and find ourselves a main road somewhere, because this could literally be anywhere in England or Scotland or Wales or possibly Northern Ireland, maybe the Republic, but I don't think we're in the Republic. I think we're on the mainland. I think we're in Great Britain somewhere. Bridge Street Garage 01495 is the phone number, and I don't know offhand where that is. Obviously a few of the more local phone numbers to me. I'll know where that area code is, that 01495. That's particular obviously to a certain area, but I don't know where that is. 2799, 27th September 2009. The Mason's Arms. So yeah, garage and a pub. There we are. We're certainly in England. Right, see if we can't get out to a main road somewhere, and see if we can't narrow this down slightly. Oops. So we're coming up Bridge Street. It says Bridge Street Barbers as well as Bridge Street Motors. Valley Carpets, what are they selling? Axminster, Wilton and many more, but they don't really tell me where they are. No, can't quite make that out. I don't know if that's going to help anyway. So we'll continue up the road. Valley Carpets and Flooring. Bridge Street, Valley this, Valley that. Couldn't be more generic. Okay. Blackwood Discount Jewelers. Chippy. Yep. Oh no, Linda's House, fish and chip shop and a Chinese takeaway. That's what we like. So where are these things for? Escapade. I was hoping one of these was going to say, you know, Birmingham Bullring, Roundhouse, Camden Market, something like that, but none of the signs give out a venue, which is a bit annoying. Swidfar Post Office, so we're in Wales then. There we go. So we are in Wales, but Wales is still a pretty big place. It's all of this area up here, the border. Well, you can just see it running down there. Look, as I trace that with my imaginary hand. So we're somewhere in here, but whether we're, I did almost say Wales when I saw the valley, but you know, there's so many valleys in the UK that well, still got a Wilkinson's. It's been a long time since I've seen one of them around here. So we're in a small town in Wales, but like I say, Wales is a big place, or relatively big. S&K Super Sigs. Yeah. That is a quality shop. Okay, Dutch flour lorry. New Foresters, pretty standard high street. Pound stretches and that sort of thing. Kind of a sign of the economic times that we've been going through the last 4 or 5 years, in that it's all charity shops. And Woolworths, don't see many of them anymore. Yep, that's to let. They closed down. Big high street store that went up the spout here in the UK. Big employer that just wasn't able to survive all of the economic depression that we had. I'm just babbling really because I'm trying to find another clue to try and narrow down where we are. Tidfield Training. Now, Merthyr Tydfil is a town. It's in Wales, but we're obviously going to have to come in a bit. See, we have Merthyr Tydfil here. So I don't know. Again, Tydfil, is that going to be one of those names that there's more than one of? Does that even relate to that? Let's have a zoom in and see if we can't see our town anywhere around Merthyr. So that Tydfil might be a red herring. It might well be a red herring. Why on earth, right? Okay, I understand the train station, a park. I get all that. I get that they would be located on the map. Even the golf club, because that obviously takes a big area. I can understand why at this level of zoom you would be able to see those things. More like carpets and flooring, really? What makes them so special that they warrant being able to be seen at this huge scale of map? Obviously, seem more important than the hospital and the Catholic Church and the college. Everything else, no. What Merthyr is known for is Morley carpets and flooring. If they want to send me a free carpet for the advertising, they can drop me an email and I'll tell them where to send it. Well, I don't see our village anywhere around. Our village or our small town anywhere around Merthyr. Merthyr Tydfil at least. So that may have thrown us a red herring. Sometimes the optometrists and that sort of thing will have a place name in their name, but not that one. So let's keep moving out of town. So the Blackwood Retail Park, but again, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're in an area called Blackwood. So I'll go ahead on the A4048. Canolfan Manwerthu. My Welsh pronunciation's pretty rubbish, as you may have just guessed. So I'll go ahead on the A4048. Now that is an A road. See, there's the 4076. See if we can't track that road down at this level of zoom. But we might not be able to. Porthmadog is the best place name of anywhere ever. Bangor, that's close to where Stephen King lives, pretty sure. He mentions that in his books quite a lot. See, Chester and Birkenhead and Ellesmere Port, we're back out into England at this point, and we know we're in Wales. Llangollen, that's a place. Look at that. Rosanna Churagog. Wow. I think Frodo went through there on his way to drop the ring off in Mordor. I'm pretty sure he did. Passed through Oswestry as well. That's where the elves lived. Welshpool, Newtown. Almost as many new towns in the UK as there are new ports. I forgot what I was looking for there. The 4048. It's so easy to get distracted by the amazing place names of these places. See, the 4048 doesn't seem to go anywhere into Merthyr Tydfil. There's the M4. So I can't find that road, which makes me think that it obviously isn't one of the main. Sidneyford Huntley out to Gloucester. So we're back in England again. So let's try. Let's go along the main road then, and let's try. Let's see if we can get another clue and narrow us in a little bit more. Here's another roundabout. Right, Newport. That doesn't help. As I just said, there's an awful lot of Newports. Oakdale. See, that sounds English. Sefton Forest with 2 F's. Tredegar, Argoed, Markham, Hollybush, Lelsellin. None of which I've ever heard of. Is that the A467 as well? So we've got a number of place names here now to start looking for. So Tredegar and Newport. I mean, Newport, obviously, there is a big Newport in Wales. See, Merthyr Tydfil's up here. So I think we might be around this area somewhere. But I'm not sure which bit. Llantarnam, Bettis, Pontypool, Telly, Ebervale, Abergavenny. They really do, of anywhere in, well, certainly anywhere in the UK, and they're probably ranked pretty highly in the world of just the best place names, just the most interesting, fun to say place names in Wales. So let's have a look around Newport. Let's look at from Newport on the way to Merthyr Tydfil. See, there's Aberbargoed, but that's not Argoed. There's Bargoed, but that's not Argoed, which is a tricky. This one is a tricky one. If we come in to get a road name, that's the A469. Of course, we want the A467. That's the A4049, and we want the 4048. Is that the A4048 sitting in there? There's this road here. This is the A4048. The Newport Road, which runs up to here and terminates up here. So there's Tredegar, Georgetown. So it must be on the way down to Newport. There's Argoed. Right, we're getting somewhere, folks. We are getting somewhere now. So Argoed is up that way. This roundabout here, it crosses the A467, which is another relatively big road, but that must be a little ways down. 472, that's not mentioned. So we have Argoed here. Let's come in a little bit more. So again, how far down are we, is my question. The B4251 is here. So the 4048 is here. This road isn't mentioned. Sefton Forest is mentioned. I did just see that. Sefton Forest is here. Argoed is up here. The 4048 runs along there. There's the B4251, is this road here. That way goes to Sefton Forest. So I think this roundabout here is probably this one. So the 4251 is to our right. Sefton Forest is to our left. That doesn't work. And the 4048 is straight on, so we're not coming up here. That's the 4251, which is also the 467, the A467. Okay, folks, I know we're in here somewhere. I think we were possibly on this high street here, and that's the high street that we came up So here's Blackwood Police Station, and we saw a Blackwood in there. So do you know what? I'm going to jump back to our start location because I think that's around here. So let's jump back here. See that caravan? That is England, well Wales in this case, but it's it's Britain. That caravan, parked like that's home. That is home, folks. So looking over here, I don't know what this huge building is here, paving and something. So behind us, we've got an industrial estate. Oop, did not want to turn there. I want to come out onto this road. So this is Thorncombe Road. Trouble is, there's a lot of small little roads. So Thorncombe Road goes down there. I can't get down that road. I came up the way here before. I just turned this around. Don't start messing me about, Chrome. I installed you so you wouldn't mess us around. Town Centre Marketplace Shopping Centre Bus Station. Road name would be nice, please. Road name. See, if I'd have seen that 20 zone path, I don't know, but immediately we were in Wales as well. What was that? Hilltop View Dental Practice. Car park. Tiles and Health and Fitness Centre. A road name is what we want, folks. A road name. So the High Street runs down here. Blackwood Police Station, Blackwood Road. Forget what it was now. Thorn something Avenue. So we didn't have to go far to get to the High Street. We didn't cross a river. I'm certain of that. So we've got to be this side of the river. Because we didn't cross any water, or I didn't see any. Woodbine Road, named after a brand of cigarettes. Sadly, that is true. Blackwood Cricket Club, Highfields Way, Budget Vets. Okay, let's keep coming up, see if we can't see another road here. Just give me a road name, come on, stop mucking me about. B4251, B4254. B4254 is here. Brim Road, is that the B4251? Doesn't say. (4251), 4254 comes on this roundabout here. Abra Living Designs, and these little roads you see, they don't have a name, which is kind of annoying. So a roundabout is there. So what I might do, folks, I'm pretty sure that this here is going to be this roundabout here. We are certainly, it seems to be in the little town of Blackwood. What I might do, because I think we can spin around trying to find this place for quite a while here. That's not a roundabout, that's just a big junction. Maybe it is, who's to say? Anyway, so I think we're possibly down in these parts here somewhere. So I'm going to put my marker here, because this could be that big building that was behind us. We're not going to be massively far away, we're not going to be dead on, but again, it's how long do I want to spend doing it. So let's go. 0.698, is that 700 meters? Yeah, so just the wrong side. 6,420 points. So we were the other side of that river. Oh, and that was the retail part that I could see that was on the other side. Oop. There was Thorncombe Road. That was the road that we came out of, and that was where we wound up. Still, we managed to get it. That was pretty good. I'll take that. So Tidfill and Newport, or Merthyr Tidfill I should say, and Newport, we narrowed it down with those initially, and then there we got. So again, right up the end of another little back street again. Let's go for our second guess, and let's see where we are now. See, immediately I wouldn't have said this. I would have said this was probably going to be somewhere that speaks Spanish, but it isn't. 15 kilometres an hour. Free parking public holidays. 50 cents per half hour. $4 per night. Night parking from 10:30. Blah blah blah. In and out. So these kilometres an hour as a measure of distance, and kilograms as a measure of weight. But they use dollars and cents as the currency, and obviously English is the language. So, that is interesting. What's written on the van? Aircontrol.com. Why couldn't it be aircontrol.co.au? .co.za? That would be helpful, but no. .com. Thanks very much for that. So let's try and get out of this little complex here, because this architecture is really throwing me. I've absolutely no pigging idea where this is at all, because this almost looks like Health Queon Clubs. Oh man, I'm confused. Quecon. And yet that okay, do you know what? I'm going to withhold saying anything for fear of idiocy. I'm making an idiot of myself. So let's get out here and let's see if we can't get ourselves some better clues, because clues are good. So hopefully that one will take us out of here, and then that will come up. Oh, is that where we just came in? Okay, that was idiotic. Hiap Town. Hiap Tong. Bikes everywhere. Flatbed Toyotas. But English. See, I'd say Thailand, but the currency's dollars. Thai, they have baht. They don't use dollars. Why can I not get out of this bit? But then see, we're not Hong Kong, but the dollar amounts were very low. Woodlands Drive 14. You see, that's oh man. But everything, architecture, everything's throwing me out. Let's see if we can't get out of here. And we'll stop talking rubbish. If we can't get out to this main road. Can we get out there? Yes, we can. Is he driving on the left? Yes, he is. So he's driving on the left of the road, by the look of that, or the road signs are to the left. And I should really know better. Who drives on the left and on the right? Oh, this is too confusing. Oh my word. You see, so English everywhere, English road names, dollars as the currency, says to me Hong Kong, as do the people that we can see that are walking around, and the fact that we're driving on the left. If I could see a road name, I would know for certain. But then, oh man, see Woodlands Avenue. Come on, where's? Oh, sod you. Right. Oh, that's just Woodlands Town, Woodlands Square, Woodlands Centre Road. Thanks a bunch. Oh, HCD 199, you are a genius, albeit an evil genius. You are a genius because you have completely and utterly stumped me. Now, I've got a confession to make, folks. I've been to Hong Kong. I have actually been there. And do you know what? I don't think this is there. But I don't know where the hell we are. Okay, we're gonna have to keep going and see if I can't find. Everywhere around here is woodlands, which is really annoying. We need something for somewhere else. Am I making a complete idiot of myself with this one? Is there something blatant here that I'm missing? So the drive on the left. The language is English mostly. See, everything's bloody Woodlands Avenue. Is this some fake community that's been set up somewhere? It's too big for that. It's too big to be like a company town or something like that. The drive on the left. Road signs in English. Everywhere's called Woodlands, which is patently annoying. Architecture looks Eastern. But Roman meal breads for a healthier you. Wow. Royal Vending PTE Limited. South Africa? Oh. I don't like being stumped, folks. I really don't. I just wish everything wasn't called Woodlands. Let's just keep going up a road. And let's see if we can't get some more clues. Come on, clue me in. Woodlands Town, where do you drive, Ring Road, Drive and Avenue? Oh my lord. That is just too much. Another road sign, come on. Have somewhere that isn't Woodlands on there. Have somewhere. Gambus, Admiralty Road West. Gambus Avenue. I bet that, if that wasn't messed out, would be really helpful. SLE and BKE. Avenue 7, Avenue 9. Do you know what? I'm going to look Hong Kong. We'll do if I can find it. Hong Kong, Macau. Might be Macau, I suppose. Although that would be, you'd expect that to be a bit more Portuguese. Maybe this is one of the islands, but I'd expect to see woodlands somewhere, written pretty big, and I can't think of a region that it would be. Shenzhen is China. Or mainland China. Hong Kong's China as well, of course, now, but Shenzhen is mainland China. Hong Kong retains its sort of special territory kind of status. But I've got this guess is brilliant, or this location is fantastic. See, I'm not thinking Hong Kong because there'd be a lot more Chinese writing. A lot more Chinese characters, you know, Mandarin or but that bank name might be helpful. See, 888 Plaza. 8 is a lucky number in China. Maybank. That sounds kind of Chinese. Woodlands Avenue again. Yuan Sang. I think I'm almost certain we're in Hong Kong. But which part? Oh, I stayed there. I stayed in Mongkok, which is kind of it's a very built up kind of urban area. It's part of Kowloon. Sim Sha Sui, again, sorry, pronunciation rubbish. But that's the sort of main tourist trap where where the harbour is and everything else. And then you've got this sort of road running down here. They're called Nathan Road, which is kind of the main drag. Excuse me. But you can see that every place name, while you know Castle Peak Road and Nathan Road, but it's also interspersed Cheng Sha Wan Road. It's the huge mix of the two sort of cultures. But this isn't Chinese enough to be Hong Kong. It's really throwing me off. But then maybe we're in a mainland part of China that's really taken English on, but I don't know of anywhere that would do that. Maybe Shenzhen. I mean, that's another one of the economic territories of China. See, Admiralty Primary School. Admiralty is a big part, but this is like an American naming convention, and it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit with Hong Kong. I'm going to have to make a guess soon, folks, because I might just go around in a bloody circle. Right, Gambas Avenue and Sembawang Way. Now, they don't sound like they're Hong Kong. But look at the people who are walking down the road. Do they look like Hong Kong? Yeah, they do. And there's that particular Hong Kong thing of a bin every 50 yards and no litter. Look at this place, there's no litter at all. There are bins everywhere and everybody picks up and nobody chucks their litter on the floor. That's something that's very Hong Kong. Wow, wow. We'll have a look at, damn it. And now he's gone. Let's go back because I want to have a look at this orange van. Camel Nuts. Camel Nuts. No, it didn't help. Again, not brands that I'm familiar with. I mean, I can't think where else it would be that would be. See, that Sembawang, that doesn't sound Hong Kong, that sounds more Malaysian or Filipina. Would everything be no, it wouldn't. Woodland Drive, god damn you. Admiralty Secondary School. I'm just going to have a guess, I think. Is there an Admiralty part in Hong Kong? An Admiralty section? I thought there was. I thought Admiralty was a region in Hong Kong. Maybe I'm wrong. If I see an Admiralty, that's where I'm going to drop my mark. But I don't. Queen's Road, North Point. Aberdeen. Anybody who's played Shenmue knows all these places. So, are we on the island or are we on the mainland? Are we even in Hong Kong? Well, I don't really know. But like I say, I think I'm going to have to kind of admit half a piece of defeat. I'm going to have to applaud HCD 199 for this one, because this really has got me stumped. And I really thought Admiralty was a part of Hong Kong. because we're going to drop it there in Woodlands and where the school was. So I'm going to have to make a guess. I'm going to go that we're on the island, on this main island. We're not on the mainland, that we're on the island. And Repulse Beach Children's Playground. That's not somewhere you want to send your kids. Somewhere called Repulse Beach. I'm still desperately trying to look around for Admiralty, but I think I'm going to have to admit defeat. So, stumped, unfortunately, and I'm going to go Central Causeway Bay. Onto the island. We're going to drop in between Central and Aberdeen. Let's make our guess. Like I say, big props. Singapore. Well, I never ever would have thought. I never would have thought that Singapore, there's the Woodlands part of Singapore. I never would have thought they'd have such American school, Presbyterian Church, Admiralty. Maybe maybe this is the one part of Singapore. There's Sembawang. So that sounded more Malaysian. Wow. Well, you certainly did me there. That was fantastic. What a really interesting trip that took me on. I was completely wrong and idiotic. The use of English made me think Hong Kong, because obviously you look around the rest of Singapore and the regions aren't named like that. So that was a great find. Really great find. Well done. 1860. 8,280 after 2 guesses, which normally I'd be ecstatic with, but unfortunately, look, we're right at the end of a road again. It's finding the end of roads for us. Bins are out. It's big collection day. Red number plates. I think we're in Eastern Europe somewhere. Just guessing. Just guessing. That's all I'm saying, folks. Red number plate. Makes me think Eastern Europe, or license plate if you're American. So, okay. Oh, this is tricky then. So we're not Eastern Europe anywhere. That's French. And there's an awful lot of places in the world that have French as a primary language. So I'm not immediately going to jump to France. We're going to have a good nose around. So Couture Street, 22,000 is looking a long way away at the moment, folks, I've got to say. So let's spot up the road here. See, if this was mainland France, the number plates, the license plates on these vehicles would be probably yellow on the back with a little blue sticker. But there's an awful lot of places that have French as their primary language. Although the cars do look European. The vehicles don't look like we're African or anywhere like that. There's a church or something over here. Let's bang over this way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is mainland France, but Harcourt. Okay. Can't read that sign. Too far away. Let's come up here. See what we can see on these signs. Phone numbers. We're certainly obviously French. So Bassange and Vice are two of the places where they have a Citroën garage. SA. I feel like I should know where that is as well. Port du Fruit. Okay. So pictures of some fruit. So they obviously are proud of their fruit in wherever this is. Dexia. That looks European. Just that logo, that bank sign, everything. I mean, that just looks like a mainland Europe bank. but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that we're on mainland Europe, and that's all because of these cars. Okay, that'll be kilometres an hour. Distances in metres doesn't really help massively. Yeah, so they drive on the right because the cycle lane's on the left, and that'd be coming down here, so you'd be driving on the right. Again, that doesn't narrow much down. No, didn't want to turn. I wanted to go up there. Is that the way I just came? Oh, I don't know. I hate it when it does that. Turns you around and you're never really sure where you've been and where you haven't. What's up here? Nope. Men's hairdresser up there. Coiffeur Homme. Perhaps we are in France. Come on up there. Let's go. Fine, I'll have to click on the road then to move. See, maybe we are mainland France then. Travel something for the region of Wallon. See, Wallon doesn't make me ring a bell for Francais as a region. So the Geoguessr maps don't really do regions, they just give you towns and things like that. See on there, nothing that I can really read or is going to be of much use. Here, there's a sign or something there. Okay, something on the 19th of July. San Simeon. See, it looks like Europe. The trees, the grass, you know, the colour, the overcast sky. It kind of looks like Northern Europe. But I don't know what, maybe we are in France. See that tiny splash of blue? Tiny splash of blue on the number plate, on the licence plate of that vehicle. That'll be the EU mark. So perhaps we are mainland France. But narrowing that down, because France is huge, man. France is enormous. That is a cool road sign. I like that. I approve. Don't turn me around. Oh, now I'm lost again. Were we coming up this way? I think we were. Yeah, we haven't been past these. So let's pop through this residential bit here. See if we can get ourselves to a main... Oh, stop turning me around. See if we can get ourselves... Yeah, this could well be France. I recognise those sorts of signs. That tells you that you're leaving the village, and on the other side there'll be one without the line through it to tell you that you're entering it. But again, which part of France this is... Oh, stop doing that. No, we must be going this way. But which part of France this is going to be a long road. Oh, for Pete's sake, to hoe. Did that just bring me somewhere completely different? Yeah, we're on mainland France. Let's see the blue there on that license plate. I wasn't really seeing that before. So, I think we must have been here before. This is loading very quickly now. We're coming back into town. Or village. Wish it would stop turning me around. It's hiding something. He's just starting to run. It's going to run away from the camera. It's not supposed to... Oh, fuck. Pom is selling his apples. Okay, this is coming back into town here. Let's go back to our start location. because I can't seem to get out of that road. I'll just get to the end of the road and then it turns me around. I want to go to the garages, there's going to be nothing there. Maybe that is the way out. No, this was certainly our way out. So now what do we think is going to be up there? We come to a river. There's a huge bridge up that way. Let's follow the road this way then. And see if we can't get to this big old bridge. Perhaps there's a sign here. What are you doing to me, Geoguessr? You really are annoying me. Liège, Maastricht. So we're in Belgium. We're not in France at all. Ah, right. Liège is here. Maastricht is here. That really threw me wrong. I'm going to take a quick drink. Have a quick beverage. So French and Belgian probably look very similar. That's my excuse. Let's see if we can't see some of these. It says 15 Maastricht and 15 Liège, which is probably the road number maybe. Perhaps not distance, because you're going to find it difficult to be 15 kilometres in between these two, I would have thought. Which means that they are in the same direction. Celt and Tongres. Let's have a look for those. There's Tongeren. Let's come in a bit. Let's see if we can't see any of these roads. The 38, the 20 or the 15. And Lixer as well is somewhere else we could look for. So let's just have a nose around here. No. Maastricht and Liège. So Maastricht first. Makes me think that's closer than Liège. So maybe we're this side. Maastricht. No, I can't see any of these other places, which is slightly annoying. And I can't see this 15 either. Because they're in blue, I'm assuming that they're going to be the N15, the N38, the N20. So there's the 20, which comes up here towards Hasselt, and there's Hasselt. So if we've got Hasselt, Maastricht and Liège, we've got to be somewhere in and around here. So I think this Tongres, do they mean Tongeren? Would that be a local name or something? I doubt it. If you didn't come from the area, you'd be easily confused, wouldn't you? So there's the 20. We're still looking for the 38 and the 15. Why don't we go up this road a bit? Tongres, Hasselt and Maastricht are one way. Liège and Upier are another. So Tongeren, Hasselt and Maastricht are all one way. And Liège, you're going left if you're coming up this way. So you go left to Liège, right to Tongres, Maastricht. So that must mean perhaps we're this side somewhere. And Upier. Where is Upier? Don't know. Tricky. Tricky to see, even with the road names, or even with these huge place names. And again, I don't know Belgium. Is that one of these places that only ever puts on its signs, you know, the huge kind of places? So Tongres, Maastricht right at the end. Hasselt, Hutain-Saint-Simon, Basenga and Tongres. Tongres being first probably means it's closest. Basenga and Maastricht. So Maastricht up here. There's that Tongres. Alright, percent. Tongres on the 20. Okay. Again, folks, we could spend a long time. I don't think I'm going to get any much better clues than this. And unfortunately I don't think I'm able to narrow this down anymore. But I've got a reasonable idea, certainly of the area that we're in. Seem to be on this N20. Which comes down into Liège. Goes up to Tongres. But doesn't say anything about Maastricht. So we've got Maastricht, Selt, which is here. Basenga and a couple of other smaller places. And if I can find one of these smaller places, we can obviously narrow it down pretty well. But it's proving a difficult one. So I'm going to say that we're on the N20, on our way to Tongres, in between Liège and Hasselt and Maastricht. Let's go for that. 11 kilometres away, not too bad. We were over here is where we started. So on that N20 there, what did I say then? Oh no, that's where I guessed. And we were in fact over here. So can we see any of these places? See Rue de Tongres. It's the road which turns into the Détard by the river. Vice. There's Upier, which I couldn't see that before. That would have helped me, but we didn't get there. Still 11.2 kilometres, 5,639 points. That's pretty good. It's 13,000 points after 3 goes. And do you know what, folks? This has been going a little time now, so we're going to take a break here. Come back and join us in the second video where we'll carry on. And I hope you've enjoyed this one so far, folks. Make sure to catch the remainder of the video. We'll see if we can make that 22,000 target. That's looking a long way away from here. And I will see you folks for the next one.